Yo, 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 what's up, Memphis? This your girl, Miss Magic, and today I want to talk about accountability. What I mean by that is taking responsibility for your actions, what you do in your everyday life. A lot of us are out here doing things and we blaming other people for the things that we do. Are we putting the blame on somebody else for things that we do in our day-to-day lives? Yeah, they saying it's a cloud over Memphis, and it's a big dark cloud over Memphis. Well, crime is everywhere. It happens in every city, every state, the ghetto, the hood, the suburbs, wherever you live, you can be a victim of crime. This goes for you or your family members. But one thing I want to talk about with accountability is stop blaming your parents for things that's happening in your life now that you are grown. If you're still a child, things happen, okay, because they're obligated to do things for you, vice versa. But if you're grown, you 25, 30, 40, 50 years old, and you still hollering about what your daddy didn't do or what your mama didn't do, man, just squash that. Just nip it in the bud and just live for today. Live for tomorrow. Try to mend those broken pieces with your family members. Yeah, it's okay to let your father or your mother know what they did or what they didn't do, but maybe it was a reason. Just try to see both sides to the story. A lot of people out here are doing things for attention. The younger generation, because there's not a lot of grandmothers or big mamas, they're all passed on or deceased. And we as a community need to come together to try to start and have some organizations so that these young people have something to do. Social media has taken over every single thing. Every time you look up, people are looking down in their phones. They're doing something in their phone. They're not looking up to even get a chance to see what's going on around them. Therefore, things are happening around them. I want to talk a little bit about the rapes, the multiple shootings, and the thefts here in Memphis. We're going to first talk about the thefts. We're going to talk about the Jordans. We're going to talk about how they were stolen and where they were stolen. So first of all, everybody wants Jordans. Everybody want to get their hands on them. They want to be fresh. They want to put their clothes on and go. But this is the real thing. How can you wear $200 pair of shoes or more with tax and you don't have a job or you don't have a car, you don't have anywhere to lay your head? That means your priorities is messed up. Because I wouldn't want to walk around fresh to death and all this, and I don't have anything, a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of, me personally. I know a lot of people have stolen these shoes and they're selling them, trying to make some money, whatever the case may be. Hey, that's cool. But at the same time, you're making Memphis look bad because they won't allow any more shipments to come to us. So therefore, we'll have to go to another state to purchase shoes or purchase them online because they will stop shipping them here, which may cause people to lose jobs at all the Nike facilities. So not only are you thinking that you're getting away with something, you're making a problem for all the other people here that go to work every day, that work at Nike. If they have nothing to ship out, then how are they going to work? Y'all don't think about that. Y'all don't care. Y'all just do what y'all want to do. Get the shoes. Boom, I'm finna sell them. I'm finna make a profit. Yeah, I'm fresh, man. Look at me. Whatever. Y'all don't think about the domino effect of it. And the domino effect is, that's logistics. You're stealing off of a container. That's logistics. That container was supposed to go to a certain warehouse or to a certain store so that they can sell and make a profit to keep people jobs. Y'all don't think about that. So we'll move on from that. Moving on to the rape situation. I want to talk about the rape situation because it hit home for a lot of women, I'm sure, who has been in that situation. That woman did not deserve that at all. But I do want to say that we're living in times where you have to be very observant of your surroundings. And that time of morning is very dangerous, even though you should be able to do whatever at any time. But we're living in the day of times you just can't do that. If you do choose to jog or run or exercise that time of morning or even stop to pump gas, it's better for you to have someone with you. Not saying that would make the situation better, but it would be a deterrent. For this guy to kidnap her and take her away and do whatever he did to her, and then to kill her and take her away from her family, that's sad to me. He was supposed to be in jail for 23 years. He got out after serving 20 years. My thing is, if he did get out on good behavior or 85% of his term had been served, there should have been something in place to where he should have been monitored. Maybe living in a halfway house, or maybe an ankle monitor or something like that, because at this point, you're institutionalized. Anybody that has been locked up for that many years, you're institutionalized. So when you get out in the real world, you'll try to straighten up and do right. But in the back of your head, whatever you did to get in jail is still there. You have to be rehabilitated. And I feel like that Tennessee should have more programs for convicted felons when they get out. They should have to go through a lot of things, a lot of ropes to be able to live by themselves, or to be able to mix and mingle with the public. Because you've been locked up for so long. And even if a person said, well, I'm straight, man, I done did my time, I'm good. No, you went in for rape, or you went in for murder, or you went in for something that's a violent crime. We're not talking about a drug dealer here. We're talking about somebody that has went in for a violent crime. You have kidnapped and raped someone before. So therefore, you'll probably rape and kidnap someone again. That's just like if people go to jail for selling drugs, most likely they'll get out and sell drugs again. You're going to be repetitive until you understand that, hey, this is not going to get me anywhere. Let me try to change my way of living. That's the only way you can think about that. This guy needs to be locked up, and he is, and I'm glad that they caught him. And I want to send a special shout out to the MPD, because they've been very diligent on trying to catch people. There's so much, crime going on all over Memphis that they can't be everywhere at one time. I mean, come on, everybody like, well, they should have called them. They should have been. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? We have to be their voice. Y'all have phones. Y'all have cameras. Y'all have all these things. You know, people move around. They go from, area to area, hood to hood. You just never know. But I just want justice for Eliza, so I'll move on from that. And then lastly, we have the young man that was doing the multiple shootings. I firmly believe that he was high off of something or doped up off of something, because for you to ride around and just shoot innocent people, something really was going on with his brain. And I'm sad, and I want to say that I want to send my special condolences out to all the family members that had lost a victim or who was injured in this crime, because he almost hit me. And at that point, I think I got angry. I was real angry at that time, because I came face to face with him, because he slowed down beside me, and I could have easily been a victim. But he is another one who had spent 17 years or 6 years or something like that. I don't know what his sentence was, but he got out early. He was supposed to do another 3 years, and he got out. No, he only did 11 months on his sentence. I'm sorry. He was supposed to do 3 years. He got out in 11 months. So that's like a slap on the wrist for him, when he should have did the whole 3 years. People are blaming the district attorney and all that for these early releases, but that's not true. That's not the case. It's not the district attorneys. It's the legislator. It starts in Nashville, everyone. It starts there. That's the capital of Tennessee, for if you don't know. It's Nashville. That's where it starts. People need to get out here and vote, and they just get out here and petition to keep these people locked up and keep these people off the street. Juveniles that do violent crimes should be charged as adults. I'm sorry, but they should. I know people not going to agree with me, but they should. 1129 is a slap on the wrist. That's something you give someone for driving on a suspended license, not for someone that had tried to kill someone. I'm sorry, there's two different crimes. So, I just want you to take into consideration, just think about all the things that I talked about tonight, and understand that it's accountability. You have to be responsible for your own actions. You can't blame anybody else. People lose people every day. And I know that people grieve differently, but violence is not the answer. That's not the answer for you grieving. I'm sure that your loved one wouldn't want you to go out here and kill people or do things to people out here just because they're deceased. So I'll close with tonight on accountability. Think before you react. Peace out, Memphis.